Hey guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to the Snowed In Get Ready With Me live. I am completely surrounded by snow today, and I thought it would be the perfect day to come on here and do a little first impression preview of Girlfriend LipSense and the new UnderSense. So just give me 1 second while I share this into my private VIP group, which is my customer-only group. If you are a distributor, a fellow sinus sister who's trying to get into my VIP group, it is for customers only. So just keep that in mind. This page is for everybody though. So just give me 1 second. Let me share this there. Come say hi if you're watching. It's weird to like watch yourself and share. Share to the VIP group. Okay. All right, guys. How are you doing on this fabulous snowy Saturday? Hey, Janet. Thanks for joining. First things first, I look pretty scary as always. I got the dark circles going. I got a little glasses it. I call this a glasses it because this is from wearing my glasses. The little things that's on the brim of my nose, and once in a while I get a zit there. So we're going to be doing some cover up. Hey, Kathy. And then I'm going to be doing a full Senegence face with the new Girlfriend LipSense, which has just arrived into stock, and I'm so excited. Yes, Janet, it's freezing here too. And I'm going to be showing off the new UnderSense 3-in-1 Lash Primer. So excited to try them out. I haven't even opened these yet, ladies, so this is all going to be like true first impressions. Hey, Victoria from the UK, how fun. Good evening to you. It is like almost 3 o'clock here in Ohio. So that's kind of cool. It's like we're time traveling at the same time. All right, enough of my scary face. Let's get started because I'm really tired of looking at this. Okay. First things first is I'm going to start with the Silk Pore and Wrinkle Minimizer as per usual. Like I always say, I never go a day without this. Even if I'm not wearing any other makeup, I still put on Silk. It just makes me feel so much better. Hey, Denise from Ohio too. How fun. I'm from Macedonia. I don't know if you know where that's at. That's kind of like in between Cleveland and Akron. I'm going to put Silk all over my face. Hi, Ivy. I love all these fellow Ohioans. Oregon, Carly, nice to see you. How's the weather in Oregon today? Silk all over the face. Finlay, cool. Ottawa, Canada. Oh, I love seeing where everyone's from. This is so fun. Okay, so I got the Silk all over my face. This is going to make the rest of my makeup lay really, really smooth. Oh, hello, Nicole from Northfield. I don't know you at all. Oh, it's my bestie girls, Nicole. She's watching. Hi, honey. How are you today? Are you freezing as well? Because I'm freezing and cold. Okay, so I'm going to start on my stippling brush. I'm using this is Dewy, makes sense, and I'm mixing in medium tinted moisturizer, and I'm just putting like equal dots of this all the way around my stippling brush. This is a Real Techniques stippling brush. Yes, holy snow Batman, it is crazy. Hi, Amy from Western Massachusetts, waiting for the snow. There's a lot here right now. Quebec, cool. Surprisingly raining and 50 degrees. That's not too bad. Warm winter for us. Yeah, we've had a pretty warm winter up until this point. We had a major drop. It is cold today. It is, well, it's 28 now, which I guess isn't that cold. But with the wind chill, it feels colder. I'm stippling this all over my face. Now, if I had a lot more redness on my face, I'd use some green concealer, but I'm doing pretty minor touch-ups. Thankfully, knock on wood, I'm not going through any crazy breakouts right now. So I'm just going to use a little of our concealer on top of the foundation. If I had like crazy redness going on, I would have used a little green concealer prior to putting this on. But I don't think I need it today. A little bit more. Hello, Kelly from Virginia. Thank you for joining us. I love seeing all these fun people on today. All right, I'm going to keep going a little bit more here because I got some redness around my nose from blowing my nose. I don't know about you guys, but winter comes and I can't stop blowing my nose. And then I have a red face. So I'm just stippling this all over. And then once it's all there, I'm going to do a little bit of smoothing as well. White and green concealer, as I never tried them and I wanted to, needed to find out how to use them. Yes, I use the green like under my tinted moisturizer and my foundation, and then the light I would kind of place on top. That's sort of what works for me, because you're going to want to cover up the green. Green will cancel out red. If you look at the color wheel, that's going to be really helpful to you. Green cancels out red. So if you're trying to cover up redness, you're going to want to put green concealer on that and then cover it up. If you're trying to cover up purple tones, you're going to want to use red or orange actually. So a good concealer for purple tones, like if you have purple under your eyes, is actually our Terracotta Blush Sense. I'm going to do another live here soon and kind of go over all that stuff. But since I've already got on this foundation, it's not going to be a good day for it. Okay, but I will do that soon. The white is really good to mix with the light if you're trying to lighten up your light, or if you have like medium and you want to lighten that up, it works really well. It also works great to lighten up your concealer colors if you're using like Candlelight or Sandstone Pearl under your eyes. It's a great mixer into that to brighten it up. So it's basically anything you want to lighten up, you can use the white concealer with. It's a really great product. Of course, Amy, that's what I'm here for. Okay, so next thing is, I want to show you guys this new under eye trick that I learned this week before I apply the rest of my concealer. I'm going to let this foundation soak in a little bit first, and I want to teach you guys this under eye trick. I've been seeing this trick everywhere this week, and it's crazy. Like in the distributor groups, once in a while I see a fun trick and I think about it and being cool, but this week I've seen this trick shared probably 10 times. So the other day I was like, I gotta try this trick, right? I mean, like, everybody's talking about this trick. It's gotta be amazing. And it was. So listen closely. For under eyes, I'm 35. I have a little bit crepey under eyes. Sometimes when I typically use Candlelight under the eyes. Sometimes I get a little bit of like a dryness because of all the texture I have under my eyes. So this is supposed to negate that, and it does. I'm using our eye illuminator, which is one of my favorite products that a lot of people don't know a lot about. It's our eye cream mixed with pearlizer, and they call it Illuminator. So it's got like some tint to it. So first things first is I'm going to use my the setting brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to swirl it in here and pick a little bit of this eye illuminator up, and I'm going to swipe it under my eyes. Now typically I wear eye illuminator like all by itself, sometimes at night. Sometimes if I'm just not wearing a whole lot of makeup, I'll throw on eye illuminator, but I don't typically wear it, well, I haven't, every day. But I think that's about to change right now, because look at already that change, all on its own, just with a little bit of this setting brush. If you're using eye illuminator, what would you just use eye cream before CCTM? Eye cream I wear at night. Eye cream I wear at night. So like when I'm done washing my face and I put on my moisturizer, sorry, I got a little bit in my eye here, I put on the eye cream before I go to bed. So that's what I use that for. So the eye illuminator has already like brightened up my under eyes, which are pretty heavy today because as per usual, they're pretty dark. So a little bit of the eye illuminator. And next I'm going to go back with my Candlelight as per usual. But because I did the eye illuminator first, it's not going to settle into all my little creases, and it's going to be really smooth all day. And I can attest to this because I've been doing this for the past couple days. And it works like a charm. So what brush did I use? This is the setting brush from Real Techniques. It's kind of got like a fluffy, medium thickness there. It's not too crazy. So now I'm going to go in, as per usual, small sections with my Candlelight. Oh no, please keep the questions coming. That's what I'm here for. Don't apologize. With Shadow Sense, as always, I'm working in small sections. So I just did the inner corner first. And then I went to the center. And I'm going to do a little bit on the outside. A little bit goes a long way, but I find working in small sections really helped. My eyes are watering. So then I'm going to use the setting brush again to just kind of brush that into place. See? What a difference already. Like, ooh. Okay. I'm going to go back and do this other eye. My eyes are like watering today. I had this like eye injury a couple years ago. I don't know if any of you guys have ever scratched your cornea, but I did a couple years ago. and it really wasn't fun. And sometimes when it's real dry out, like it is today, my eyes kind of bother me a little bit. Yes, I'm in Northeast Ohio as well, Erica. I'm near Cleveland, Akron area, so yeah, we're getting slammed right now. It is coming down. And as always, I'm going to put a little candle light on my upper lid. See, again, I just, this eye, this is where I busted my cornea the other year, and sometimes just touching the lid on a dry day will make it water. It's so weird. I talked to my eye doctor about it. She said it kind of like re-injures when it's dry, so that's fun. Anyway, so that's why my eyes are all watery. Sorry. So yeah, that makes a big difference, and I just don't have that like crepey under eye thing going on, which I get a lot. So I'm loving that trick, and I'm loving the eye illuminator, and I just like it just opened up this whole new world for me of use. So great tip. Okay, next I'm going to do a little contouring, and I'm going to use Mocha Java Shadow Sense, the matte normal Mocha Java, and this is the sculpting brush from Real Techniques. Oops. Oh yes, Erica, I understand completely. I will fully admit that I had groceries delivered yesterday because I was waiting around for UPS to come, and I didn't want to leave the house because I didn't want to miss it, and I ordered groceries, so I am that person. It's a great idea though, especially in this kind of weather. Just having it come to your house is like the most amazing invention of all time. So this is all I'm doing to contour. I'm just drawing a line from like the top of my ear. If you suck in your cheek, you can kind of see the line you want to take it. Not all the way down. Yes, Janet. Good stuff, right? Hey, Katie. Where do I get my brushes? These Real Technique ones are actually available in lots of places. They have them at Walgreens, Target. You can get them on Amazon. I'm just doing a little bit more contouring around my forehead. If you guys watch me, you can kind of see that I do the same steps basically every day on starting out my makeup. So this is the same contouring, my basic go-to daytime contouring. Just a little bit around my forehead because kind of a large forehead, and this is after I put foundation on. I'm going to give dimension to my base. Sorry if I'm like rattling the camera around with my force of my arm. Central Illinois here, avoiding digging my car out from the gross snow in street parking by cuddling my cat in the bed. Aw, that's so cute. Cats make the best snuggle bugs on days like today. Don't be afraid to contour, Amy. It is like super easy. See, I'm just doing little dots, and I kind of, you can do a little bit down here too. It's just like after you add your foundation, your whole face becomes like super flat because that's what foundation does. It like mattifies everything. So this is just going to add a little bit of dimension back to your face. Don't be afraid. Just dive in. Mocha Java is a great color for contouring because it's not super bold and it brushes down pretty easily. You don't want it to be like, that's the big thing, is you just want to blend it out with contouring because otherwise you can look a little dirty. Just blend. Just keep blending. Just keep blending. Okay. Missouri, Illinois, Southern Illinois. Woo, ladies, so many cold weather people today. Do you ever use our blush sense and concealer for contouring ever? I haven't tried Shadow Sense for contour yet. Sometimes I use bronze for contouring. I just prefer the Shadow Sense because I love how it comes in this wand form and you can kind of like place it exactly where you need it. The blush sense, since it's more in like a tube and you got to squeeze it out, I find it a little harder to place. This is just really easy. You take the wand, put it exactly where you want it, blend it out. You have 5 minutes of blend time, which is pretty extensive for contouring. So lots of time to get it out, well blended out. I do like the Shadow Sense personally, but that's the cool thing about our makeup line is you can really like diversify use for like anything that you feel comfortable doing. New Jersey, waiting for the snow. I'm getting a drink real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it's coming down here. It's been coming down for like 5 hours now. Oh, by the way, I am party on the top and business on the bottom today, in case you're wondering. I have Christmas Story pajama bottoms on. In case when I got up, you happened to sneak a peek at that. Okay, just being real, right? All right, so let's see. What do I want to do next? I'm going to throw on a little LipSense for a little color. I talked about this last week when I went on and did the Get Ready With Me. I just love the bronze blush sense to give me a little, like, amplification in my face. Oh, thank you! Yes, for the iWatch band. I just got this the other day off Amazon, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It was pretty cheap, like, compared to the Apple brand ones. And it's pretty great. I love it. Yes, thanks, Amy. I'm glad you think it's funny. I'm all about comfort, man, and it's cold outside. Gotta be warm. What did I do with my bronze? Today is a PJ kind of day, right? I mean, I didn't want to come on here totally PJ'd, so I'm wearing a little bit of a nicer top, but yeah. Real. I'm being comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to take a little, before I put on the blush sense, I am going to cover this guy up. Jean shorts, watching it snow. Aren't you cold, Katie? Ooh. That's so funny. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of this light concealer before I do that bronze, excuse me, blush sense. Blush sense. Yeah. A little bit of light gone. That's why I'm saying I didn't think I needed the green today to cover it up, but there are days where I definitely do need the green. But the light sometimes, if it's light enough, does it all on its own. And do a little bit right there too. Oh, the fire going. That's wonderful. Yeah, then I guess you could survive being in shorts, huh? And I just use my finger. I use my finger a lot for a lot of stuff too. A lot of people ask me what brushes I use, and I do, if I'm going to use a brush, I really do like the Real Techniques brand, but I use my fingers a lot. This makeup is really friendly to just be blended. And fingers are always a great tool, and they're free. And they're on your hand. You never lose it, right? Okay, so a little bit of bronze. I still have a little bit right here on my thing, so I'm just going to pick it up. I'm just adding, because I'm like super pale. Haven't seen the sun in weeks. And again, I'm just using a Real Techniques multitask brush. It's just a big fluffy blush brush to kind of like tap and distribute some bronze. So I have like a little color to my face. With bronze, again, a little bit goes a long way. I go a little heavier with it in the summer when I'm really like amplifying my bronze game. But in the winter, just a little touch. It doesn't have like red to it. That's why I like it. It just adds a little color. And I have a more olive skin tone, so it's good for me. And I'm just putting a little bit on my neck so it's not a different color than my face, because nobody wants that look. Go to my ears too. When I first started doing makeup, I forgot to do my ears. And I would walk around with like tan face and like super pale ears. It's not a good look. Don't forget your ears. Okay. So a little bit of like oomph to my skin tone. I think I'm gonna do the brows first. I'm trying to think if I want to do eyes or lips first. I think I'm gonna do the brows first to get like my face shape going, and then I'm gonna move on to the lips. And then once I get the lips down, I'm gonna do some shadow because I want to make sure I match my shadow to the lips or keep them coordinated. So that's kind of my game plan. I'm so excited that they made Rustic Brown permanent, you guys. Rustic Brown is my favorite brow color ever. And I was like seriously hoarding it because I knew it was limited edition and I didn't ever want it to run out. But it's permanent now, so I don't have to hoard like a crazy person. Janet, yes. I mean, you don't have to like do a lot on your ears, but I like to just kind of like blend the color, because if you're putting on like colored blush here or like a little bronze like I did, your ears might be a little paler, right? Just like a little touch that kind of makes your look more cohesive. I can't even talk. Carly, I put on Brown's blush sense for a little color on my face, and next I'm going to be doing Rustic Brown on my brows. Yes, it is like my favorite brow product ever, especially for those who have brown hair or maybe like are you know, have darker hair. If you have reddish tone brown, I would definitely go for garnet. Blondes can use mocha java, or if you want a little bit of a darker color, smoked topaz actually works really well on blondes. And onyx works great, of course, for those who have black hair. And of course, you can always do any combination or mixture of those colors as well, if you have like somewhere in between. Aw, thank you, Lindsay. You're so sweet. You are so nice. I'm just using, hey, Jordan. I'm just using a spoolie brush from Real Techniques to get my brows kind of like into shape. Full disclosure, I need to get my brows waxed. And it's been weeks that I've been saying that, but one day I will actually book the appointment and go. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to tame them myself. For gray hair ladies, Amy, well, it depends how light your gray is. I would say granite would be a cool option because that has a little bit of gray to it. But I don't think you would want to match it like completely gray, so maybe a little bit of granite with mocha java, whatever your natural hair color would be. Maybe mix in a little bit of that, whether it be like mocha java or garnet or the rustic brown. I might do like more of a custom color, but if you're looking for a little bit of a lighter tone, garnet could be a cool option. Or mocha java. Mocha java always works. When in doubt, mocha java. Because mocha java works on everybody, especially I know a lot of older women have very fair brows, like, you know, their brows kind of are fading away a little bit. So the mocha java is a nice way to amplify the look without it being too dramatic, because you don't want it to look unnatural. Especially a lot of older women just don't want like a super dramatic, you know, like Kim Kardashian look. So mocha java is really good. It's a safe color for pretty much anyone that you're not sure of. You can always lighten or darken it as well. Okay, so I got the brows spoolied into place, and I have my rustic brown here, and I'm taking my favorite brow brush, which is this Smashbox brush, and it has just kind of like firm square tip right there. You can see like it's pretty skinny. And I'm just going to pick up the color with the tip of my wand like this. And then I am going to use my mirror, you guys, because I want to see what I'm doing, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing too. Can you see this? Yes. I'm just filling in the center of the brow first. Then I'm outlining it. And then finishing this tail. Can you guys see that? I wish I could, let me think, so you can actually see what I'm doing. I got crap everywhere. Hold on. Sorry. Move my mirror around. Let's see if this works better. For this side at least. Okay. You can actually see what I'm doing. I need a better setup here. Are you pulling your brow right while you fill it in? I do, tight. I do kind of just like, I don't pull it. I'm just kind of more balancing my hand, to be honest here. And I'm doing this upper line and the lower line, and then doing the tail. I'm going to pick up a little bit more color, and then I'm going to fill it in. Oh, good. I love when I do that. Try and close it and end up putting the wand on my fingers. Dingy. Okay. I'm using a pretty light touch. I kind of just feather up this inner portion here. I don't like too crisp of a line on the inner line here. I just kind of take the corner of my brush and like feather. To me, ShadowSense is my favorite brow product. It's just easy for me to do. We do offer a brow sense that some people really love, but I just love the way that I can use this brush and this product and get this result. It works well for me. Aw, thanks, Tiffany. I'm so glad you're here too. So yeah, big difference right on the brows. I love doing that. All right, I'm gonna move my mirror back for the other eye so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, the Shadow Sense is my absolute favorite for brows. People wonder like, oh, why don't you recommend the Brow Sense? I just don't love the Brow Sense, the consistency of it, and like the application method. It's just not my favorite. I have always had better luck using this type of brush to get the shape that I want on my brows and kind of like the density. I like because you can build up the color to your liking. You can wear it real light, or you can kind of put on a little bit more pretty easily. Brows make the difference. Yes, I never did them before Synogens either. Like Synogens, the family totally taught me about brows, and it's one of the things I'm most grateful for because I think it's made such a big difference. And some days I do use Garnet if I'm kind of wearing different makeup colors, but I have to say I've been wearing Rustic Brown pretty much like every day on the brows. So, pretty big difference on the brows. What do you guys think? All right. So next, before I do my shadows, I think I'm going to try the Girlfriend LipSense because I want to make sure that I'm matching my shadows to my lip look or coordinating them. When and if do you use the natural powder? I use the natural powder if I'm covering up acne, like if I've put on a decent amount of concealer and I want it to be set, I will do the natural powder in between like layers of that concealer to kind of build it up. And sometimes if I'm feeling oily, like in the summer, I'll use it as kind of like a mattifier, but I don't use the natural powder like as much as some people do. Some people really like a powder finish. I just kind of use it here and there. If I'm going to use a powder, I typically use the bronze or the silver rose because I use it more for a finisher, and I love the shimmer. I didn't care about my brows until someone said that brows frame the face like a picture. A picture looks better what's in a frame. I love that, Tiffany. That's like the prettiest way to word that ever. I totally agree, but that's just like such a cute way of saying it. Aw, I love that. Yes, brows frame the face like a picture. A picture looks better when it's in a frame. Love that. Hey, William, so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. No problem, Amy. Okay, let's see. I'm going to break out this Girlfriend LipSense. We have it. If you followed my page yesterday, there was some drama with getting this here, but it is here. It is in stock, and all pre-orders of Girlfriend will be shipping out tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Tuesday. I don't know why I said tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. And then Monday is Martin Luther King Day, so I can't ship anything then, which kind of stinks. But I will be shipping them out on Tuesday. Everyone who placed a pre-order is getting a little mystery surprise for the delay. I feel really bad that they weren't able to ship yesterday. And also I have a little snowed-in sale running this weekend, so if you want to pick up the Girlfriend, you can get it at 10% off with free shipping, so let me know. All right, shaking it up. I haven't even cracked it yet. Still sealed. Oh, my hand's got like lotion on it. Okay. I'm going to put my mirror back over here. As always with LipSense, you want to make sure you're applying to clean and dry lips. So if you've got any like foundation on your lips, you want to make sure you get that off. Yes, isn't that the best, Amy? It's like the most satisfying feeling in the world. That little pop the seal crack. I love it. All right, here it goes. Girlfriend, I've heard so many amazing things about this color. I'm so excited to try it. First layer. Ooh. First layer. Ooh. Yes, the freshly cracked bottle is the best. What inspires your makeup, your clothes, or your mood? Both. Both. Because some days I pick out the makeup first, and then I kind of pick the clothes around the makeup if I'm really excited about wearing like a certain color. And then some days I pick out the outfit first, and then I match the makeup to the outfit. So I guess it just depends what day it is. Today I picked out this outfit knowing that I was going to be wearing Girlfriend because it's got a little pink in it. So today I guess the makeup inspired my look. Second layer. Ooh, loving this. It goes on really smooth. Sometimes our older matte formulas had some texture or thickness problems. This is great. Ooh, I love that. Okay, second layer. Ooh, it's like a really great, it's like a pinkier version of Nude Pink, which was like my biggest selling color last year. Love this color. It's like a mix between Nude Pink and Sassy Z to me. I had heard it was like Sassy Z Goddess and Nude Pink, but to be honest, I don't see much of the purple in here. I'm seeing more pink, like Sassy Z and Nude Pink, which is like perfect for me because I love those two colors. And as always, close your corners. On the corners of your lip, you will have much better wear time with your LipSense. It creates a bond of the LipSense all the way around your lips, and it actually will make it last longer all day. Yes, Goddess, Nude Pink, and Sassy Z is what I've heard, Janet, but I'm seeing more like Nude Pink, Sassy. I don't see much of the Goddess, which I guess maybe on certain people it might have a little bit more purple. Oh, Bella? Okay, Kim, I could see that. Yeah, I could see Bella a little bit. I'm just really seeing like Sassy and Nude Pink. You might be right, Amanda and Kim. It might have been Bella, which would make a little bit more sense because I don't see the purple in Goddess. Yes, I'm just using Glossy to seal it in, and I always dot my Glossy in place. Yes, Megan, I will be doing comparison swatches of all the similar colors either today or tomorrow. I have to get up a lot of other posts today as well. But sorry, I'm like talking and applying my gloss at the same time. But I will be doing comparison swatches here soon of Bella, Nude Pink, Goddess, Sassy, all those colors in that range will be included. Can I do it? That's what it was. Yeah, you're probably right. It probably was Bella, Sassy, and Nude Pink. Yes, inner corners really makes a big difference, Jessica, for sure. It makes that bond last a lot better. Yes, Amy, I agree. It's like a really perfect, like everyday color that just you can rock anytime, day or night. I love that. That's a great color, you guys. That's great for all seasons. All right, while that's on, I'm going to start my eye makeup, which I think I'm going to do kind of simple today. I don't want to go too over the top just because it's a relaxing day at home. What do you guys think for eyeshadow colors? Do you have anything in mind you'd like to see? I'm thinking a little like sandstone pearl glitter. Girlfriend graphic list, Goddess, Nude Pink, and Bella. Interesting. You're right. I know you're right. But I would think it would be Sassy, Nude Pink, and Bella. That's just my personal opinion. I see more of, because Sassy and Goddess to me are pretty similar, but Goddess leans a little bit more lavender purple, and Sassy leans more like medium pink. And I see this as being like a nude medium pink, because I don't see much of that lavender tone. So that's why, that's just my impression of it, but I know these colors can look a little different on different girls, so maybe on others it pulls a little bit more purple. Shell glitter, sandstone pearl glitter, shell glitter. Ooh, okay, lots of fun glitters. Let's see. Where is my shell? Shell. Here it is. And I'll grab the sandstone pearl. Those are nice together. And then I'm going to use probably, let's see, a little pink posy maybe to transition. I always like to pull one matte color into my eye look, just it helps balance the eye, and especially in the transition area I really like using a matte, so I think I'm going to use Pink Posy as my transition. Goddess is what got me hooked and sold onto LipSense. Yes, Goddess was such a beautiful color. Candied Cocoa Shimmer, that's also gorgeous. Tanya, gorgeous. Let's see where I get here. Okay, my mirror back where I can see. And I'm gonna do, I have these 3 colors picked out. I have Pink Posy for my transition. I'm gonna use the shell glitter on the outer portion of my eye, and I'm gonna move and do the Sandstone Pearl glitter on the inner portion. I think that's kind of like my game plan. So I'm gonna do the shell glitter first on the outer corners. I'm gonna just put a little bit there with the wand, and I'm gonna use my ring finger to blend it in place. I love blending Shadow Sense on my eyes with my fingers. So easy. Pink Posy is a great color, Amy. I swear, I use it all the time. I don't know if you like watch my posts, but I'm constantly reaching for Pink Posy. It's a great color. It's like a little rusty, but it's pink, so it works well really in all seasons. It works great in the spring for pinky looks, and then it also looks great in the fall for that rusty tone. Thank you, Janet. You are so sweet. I'm loving it. So I just did a little bit of the Pink Posy on my outer corner, and now I'm looking for, here it is, my Sandstone Pearl glitter. Aw, thank you. You are so sweet, Amy. Thank you. And I just used the wand there again, and I'm using my finger to blend in place. You can kind of wipe away using a different finger like I just did. And the great thing with Shadow Sense is you can build it up, so I like to apply a thin layer first and kind of like give it a second to dry and then add more on rather than try to pile too much on at one time. I am going to go for it and grab my brush here. This is just a definer brush by Smashbox. So it's kind of short and it has like kind of a roundy sort of top to it. Aw, Amy, you are so sweet. Thank you. I would love that, but I'm sure your team is awesome as well. So I'm using the same Sandstone Pearl glitter here in my corner, and I'm just building it up. Since it is my inner corner, I can get a little bit more precise with that brush. Oh, Janet, thank you. I'm so blessed to have you on my team. Okay, so I'm just kind of like drawing a little bit of an arc there with my brush and filling it in. I like pressing in these glitters. If you can see, I'm kind of like pushing them in. Not hard, I mean it's my eye, but pushing in the glitters. They work a lot better. Aw, you are so sweet, girl. Thank you. Aww. Quick question, do you use your fingers to blend a lot, or do you prefer brushes? I use my fingers a lot on my eyes. Like a lot. But I do use brushes. Like, as you can see right now, I got a brush in my hand. And especially for this inner corner, especially because I got long nails, the brush helps here. But honestly, the Shadow Sense excuse me, I can't find my words. Shadow Sense blends so ridiculously easy, I can't even talk, with your fingers. So don't feel like you need to invest into a ton of brushes at first, because you don't. Your fingers work great. If you can see, I used fingers under my eyes. I did use a brush on my contour, but you know, fingers work great. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I would love to have you all on my team. That would be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm actually, since this shell is kind of light, I'm going to pop on a little bit of Pink Posy in my outer corners as well, because I kind of like having a little darker on my outer corners, and it's just not that much of a contrast right now. So Pink Posy has a little bit more color in it than that shell, but since shell is down first, the glitter will still pop through, which is really cool. So as you can see, I'm just using my ring finger. It's the best one to blend with because it's the least amount of pressure. Like if you use your forefinger, you might be too aggressive. The ring finger has the least amount of pressure on your whole hand. So it's the best finger to use for blending. So I'm just kind of using the wand again to get some color in place. And I'm blending. I really like how this color shadow is working with this lip color too. It's nice. And I do always have a paper towel down here that I'm wiping my fingers off on, like in between my colors or in between layers. So that helps too. I just dropped something. What did I drop? It sounded like a brush. There it is. Sorry. Went under my chair. Okay, so there's that. A little bit in the outer corner. Now I'm going to use the same pink posy to do a transition. Hey Carissa, you are so sweet. Thank you. I love you too. Amy, to go inactive, you just have to go 6 months with not placing an order. Not that I advocate that. I don't want people to think I'm trying to poach other people's clients or anything like that, but if that is something you're interested in doing, you would have to go 6 months, rolling 6 months, and not place any orders or have less than 100 PV, and then you go inactive, and then you can sign up under anyone that you would like to. Yes, I agree. Pink Posy is a really good match. I'm really glad I picked that one up. But like I said, I would love to have people on my team, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like advocate that. I definitely, if you're not wanting to switch teams, reach out to your upline. If you can't get in touch with your upline, reach out to your CPs. There are people, I'm sure, who are willing to help you, but if you want to be on my team, I would certainly love to have you. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to message me anytime. I'm looking for a brush for my transition. Sorry. You guys ever sing to yourselves? Because it's something that I apparently do a lot. I'm looking for my brush. I found it. Okay, this is my favorite transition brush. Oh, Angela, that stinks. I'm sorry, girl, that stinks. This is like the best time to be in this business. I don't know why anybody would want to go inactive. I absolutely am having the best freaking time ever. I just love it. I love it. I do too, Amy. I'm good. It's nice to have some people here to talk to today, though, not just myself. Okay, so my favorite transition brush is this medium shadow brush, again by Real Techniques. You can see it has a bit of a, can you see that? Like a bit of a rounded oval taper to it, and it's not real like fluffy or wide. It just has this cool like flat edge, which I really like, and it's still fluffy, so it's not like real firm. And I love it for the transition. Yes, it's when you contradict yourself, Amy, that's when you need to worry, because that's the problem. I know you've answered this before. How do these shadows differ from powder eyeshadows? These are actually cream to powder. So they are in this tube, like our LipSense. It's a little different size, but in a tube. So they go on in a cream form, and then you have a good 5 minutes, maybe more, to blend them. So you can blend them with your finger or your blush, and they go on so silky smooth. They blend together beautifully, so you can mix them or layer them as you wish, similar to the LipSense. And I don't even use my powder shadows anymore. To me, those are like harder to use. I love how these blend. They're so easy. They're so creamy. And then the like shimmers are really beautiful because they're dense with shimmer, and the glitters are dense with glitter. And then you have your fun matte shades like Pink Posy here. So I love the variety. And I just love the formula. To me, I can't like go back. I've been using ShadowSense for almost 2 years now, and I haven't picked up a single eyeshadow from another company ever since. And I am swimming in MAC from pre-Senegen's days. Let me tell you, I have a ton of MAC shadows, and I don't even touch them. I feel really guilty. But these I just love so much better, because look, all you do is you pick a little bit up with your brush, and you put it on. So easy. Yes, Katie, Pink Posy is a great color. So as you can see, I just picked it up on the tip of this transition brush, and I'm following that curve that I drew with the sandstone pearl to kind of transition up towards my brow. And as I go up further towards my brow, the pressure on my hand is lightening because I want it to be a little bit denser down here. And then I'm lightening my pressure up towards the brow, and it kind of like gradients up. So that's my favorite transition technique. And you can see I still have, a lot of people say, if they're not used to ShadowSense, how can they make sure to make like the colors don't get murky or blended together? My biggest advice is put the shadow where you want it. It sounds simple enough, but if you bring it down too low, then you're gonna make it all mucky. So make sure you just keep your areas defined. If you do have like a transition zone, keep it defined, and you won't have any murkiness or bleeding colors. See? I kind of just put a little bit on my outer corner there, which I'm going to probably do a little bit more of. And also, since I've had a second here for this layer to dry of my sandstone glitter, I'm going to go back and do another layer of that now as well. Because I want to bump up that glitter. I've given it a couple of minutes to dry while I worked on the pink posy, and now I can go back and do another layer for added glitter. Oh good, I'm so glad, Mandy. I love being helpful. That's all I do this for, because I like to help people. So again, I'm just using the same dense, what is this one? Definer brush, excuse me, from Smashbox to push in more color, more of the sandstone pearl glitter into this bottom part of the cut crease. Because that's essentially what this is. This is a cut crease. Angela, controlling it, especially darker colors. Try applying in small bits and blending with your fingers, Angela. You might have better luck. Build up the color slowly. So just add a couple of dots, blend it out with your finger, maybe wait a couple, 30 seconds, add another couple dots, blend it with the finger. That's my best advice. And keep your, if you do have separate sections like I just did, keep them separate. I'm just gonna bring this transition color down, make it a little neater. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna go back in with some pink posy. And I'm just using the tip of this transition brush, which isn't even a transition brush, but I'm calling it that. It's again a medium shadow brush, but I just think it's perfect for transition. Going around that circle of the cut crease. And the shape of this brush allows me to move with it and not like get it where I don't want it to be. If I was using an incorrectly sized brush, maybe one that was too long or too fluffy, maybe I would lose more control of my color. So maybe that's another solution, Angela, as well, is trying a different brush or your finger. And again, I'm doing more pressure down here where I want the color to be a little denser, and then lifting the brush slightly as I move up to my brow where I want it to be a little lighter. That's a great color with this Girlfriend LipSense. I'm loving it. I never know what brushes to use for what. So it took me a little playing to kind of figure out which ones worked the best for me, and there are days still where I change up what I'm doing because I want to try something else. It's a constant process, but definitely try and share what works for me in these videos. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And again, I'm just bringing that color on the outer corner a little bit. And then I'm going to go back with some sandstone pearl glitter again, and the definer brush, which one day I'll remember what it's called, to pat in some more glitter here. The patting in method for glitter and shimmer shadows really works the best to make sure you're going to get like some dense glitter. If you don't want dense glitter, swipe it down. It blends down really easily too. I'm just feeling the glitter today. Just kind of blending it out a little bit. Sometimes I do take my fingers and kind of, if it's a little heavy, use my fingers to blend it down too. So what do you think? Good? Now I'm going to grab, what did I do? I had Q-tips here a minute ago. Here they are. Just like burped, sorry. I'm taking this and I'm just going to clean up this area outside of that line. So sometimes with finger blending you go a little outside the lines, if you will. A little Q-tip will do the trick. Actually went too far on that. You just want to have a clean line from the corner of your eye up to the corner of your brow, because that's the line I'm going to be drawing my eyeliner on, and I don't want shadow to extend past my eyeliner. Absolutely, Jessica, for sure, for sure. I told you that from the beginning. You start with the LipSense, you come for the LipSense, but you stay for ShadowSense every time because it is just the best freaking shadow product I've ever used, ever. So let's see. I think for eyeliner today, I'm going to go with my standard black liquid eye sense. Anyone who follows me knows that this is my go-to product because I love a clean cat eye, and this is my favorite. Can I tell you the eyebrow product you use? Yes, absolutely. This is Rustic Brown ShadowSense, which just became permanent line. It had been limited edition, released late summer, I think it was. And it was a hugely popular color. It sold out many, many times. And after much demand and crying from us distributors, they made it permanent line. And I'm just so excited because I have literally been hoarding Rustic Brown ShadowSense for my brows for a while. I had a couple stowed away. So now I'm happy that I don't have to hoard them like a crazy person. Sorry, I just think it needed a little more blending. Okay. So now I'm going to shake. You do want to shake your liquid liners. These do have a ball in it, just like LipSense. So you're going to want to shake it and make sure you don't get any funny texture stuff going on. It's just like nail polish. It has a little ball in it to keep all the ingredients nice and mixed up for you. I'm going to actually do what I did with my brows and move the mirror over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm loving this lip color too. I am just not over this lip color. That is amazing. Oh, real quick, before I do my liner. If you watched my video last week, you remember I put my mascara into my bra to heat it up. So I'm doing that, and I'm also going to put the UnderSense in there. So excuse me, one second. Well, un momento. Do one per side. Oh no, it fell down. Hold on. So if you're getting ready without us, about how long does it take you? Yeah, I do need a second mirror. I need a lot of stuff up here. This is really my classiest moment. Okay, they're kind of poking out, but it's okay. I'm keeping them warm. Wish they would make nude pink and sugar plum permanent. Me too, Jana. 20 minutes, Amy? Did I say that already? About 20 minutes, half hour. Depends how complicated my look is. If I'm doing more with the shadows, it might take a little longer. Yes, Amy! This is like the best trick ever. And the bra is ready to go. Okay. Now to the eyeliner. One day I'm going to go to work and I'll still be in my bra. Yes, and you will think of me. Yes, and that will absolutely happen one day. But if, you'll just be happy you have your mascara with you, right? You can still do it. Alright, so this is just the black, normal black, liquid eye sense. I still love this eye sense. It's my favorite. You guys can watch my go-to technique, which doesn't really change. I'm just drawing in short sections. One even line from the outer corner, and then I go from the inner corner to the center, and then I meet the two. So that's the first part of my cat eye. And then I'm going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to draw from the corner up towards my brow, just like that. And then I'm going to connect those two lines. And it might not be super smooth at the first time, but go back until you do make it smooth. And if you have to clean it up, just grab a little Q-tip, because it's a little messy over there. Clean it up that way. Cat eye. So I usually do a pretty thick, heavy cat eye because it's just my kind of look. Mine always gets in my lashes. Yes, I get the same problem. So what I do is I just honestly like wipe off the lashes, because sometimes I do get it in the lashes, just like you said. And I just lightly pull it out. Like, don't yank on your lashes too hard. I'm being pretty gentle. Okay. And then it's off the lashes, because sometimes that happens, especially with the way that I angle my liner brush. I don't think that's avoidable. I always do my eyeliner first, but it's still my lashes since they're so long now. That is a good problem to have. Not a bad problem. Those long, long lashes. Mine have grown a lot since using the LashSense too. I'm really excited to see how they get thicker over time after using this new UnderSense as well, because that's what it's all about. The Lash Sense over time will make your lashes longer, and then the UnderSense over time will make them denser. Got that first line going there. And go back up. Sorry if I'm a little out of frame, guys. Just need to clean this part up. I feel like I'm need a little evening. A little evening out. Maybe that's not too bad. Like I said, I always do this check to see if they're even. They look pretty even. Even enough, right? Cousins, not sisters. Sisters, not twins. It doesn't need to be perfect, but. So yeah, I just kind of do the one line there, go up, connect, done. And then I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any in my lashes. My mascara is getting nice and toasty in my bra. I really like that eye with this lip. I think it's really nice. It's kind of matchy-matchy, not too matchy-matchy. I like the little highlight there. Ooh, before I forget, I am gonna do a little highlight on my brow there too, because I forgot to do that. So before I do my mascara, while it's still warming up, I'm using Sandstone Pearl Glitter again, which is the same color I used on my inner corner. And I'm just picking up a little bit and sticking it under my brow here for a highlight. A little bit goes a long way, you guys. You don't need a lot for the highlight. I'm just putting it under that part of under the brow bone right there. Just makes your brow look a little bit more finished. I love using this as a highlight. What do you guys think? Nice finisher. And normally, because I just kind of fussed with my eyebrows a little bit, then I go back and just I didn't even put any more product on this. So if my little brow hairs got out of whack while I put the highlighter on, I'm just repositioning them back into place. Okay. So I follow the 3-month rule for mascara, depending on how often you use it. Sometimes it takes longer than 3 months to use a tube. Sometimes, Jessica, yes. It depends on the mascara. I have, honestly, very sensitive eyes. Especially because I was talking before about my cornea injury that I had a couple years ago. I have very, very, very sensitive eyes, so if I feel like in any way that there might be a contamination, it automatically goes in the trash can. I honestly, if I'm being totally honest, I don't pay attention completely to like it's been 3 months exactly, but I'd say that typically I don't hang on to them longer than like 6 months. I might get like 4 out of it if it works, if I feel like there's still not an issue and it's been stored properly and it hasn't gotten funky or anything like that. So it kind of just depends. I'm more of like, I go based on how it feels and how it looks, but if it's been longer than 6 months, then it goes in the trash can, for sure. Do I do eyeliner on my bottom lashes? Some days. I definitely don't wear the liquid on my bottom. If I'm gonna wear it on the bottom, which I can totally do today, there's no reason to not to. I really like the liner pencils. And this is the black. So this is my favorite to use on the lower liner. And I can go ahead and do that. Why not? Let me just grab one little brush. If I can find it. Because I do use a little brush when I do my lower liner like that. This one actually has some green shadow on it, so I'm going to use my Cinema Secret spray. This is my quick cleaner spray to get a brush clean in a jiffy. A little bit of spray of that, a little swipe on the paper towel, and she's clean. yeah, so let me show you how I do this. I just make sure it's all off of there. It's an alcohol-based spray. It's good for quick in-between cleanings. Like, I just needed this brush real quick, but it doesn't like fully sanitize like our brush cleaner does. So I would recommend doing that for like a full and thorough clean. But if you need like a quick change in between colors, that's the way to do it. Okay, that was Cinema Secrets spray. You can get that on Amazon. Makeup artists around the world love it. Okay, so this is the iSense liner pencil. A lot of people like a crayon liner, so this is great for you guys. I really like it for my lower liner because it just is so soft. So I just did a little bit of a line there. And I just prefer more of a smudgy look, so I'm using this little, I think this is actually called a smudge brush. Yes. To get it like that. So just like a little bit of a soft liner. Looks great with this eye look. Not too crazy. So again, I'm just kind of pulling down my eye, going in my waterline there. Very lightly. And then I'm using the smudge brush to kind of just smudge out that line. That's just because I don't love the severity of a really defined under eye line. I think it can be a little harsh. So this is nice to just soften it up. You can always darken it up by adding a little bit more. Just like that. What do you think? It just adds a little drama to the eyes. I don't always do under eye liner. Sometimes if it's just like a real casual day, I definitely don't. But I usually do under eye liner if I'm going out or I just want a more dramatic eye. Okay, so I think we're ready to move on to mascara. So I'm going to pull this out. I want the UnderSense first. What's this one? Okay, so UnderSense first. I haven't even cracked this yet, you guys, so I'm literally going to be undoing the plastic on it because I have not tried it yet. First impressions. Now this is a lash primer, so this is going to go on before the mascara. And like I said before, if you use these products together, you can definitely anticipate having longer and denser lashes over time because they both have lash growth in it. Really, really exciting. So this is a primer. This is going to give your eyes a more defined look. So first thing, let's see. Hold on one second. I'm going to clean this guy out too real quick. Hold on. I'm going to use my lash separator a little bit so I can clean it out because it's got a little mascara. This is what I'm using. It's just a lash comb separator. And I'm also going to use my curlers. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, just in case I do have any eyeliner in between these lashes, this is going to break it apart. Yes, Jessica. Yes, cruelty-free. And as far as I know, hypoallergenic. I am very, like I was saying, very, 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 very sensitive to products, most especially eye products, and I've never had a problem with this line, which is just like speaks volumes. Because if anyone's gonna have a sensitivity, it's me. Okay, so curling the lash using the lash curler. Okay. Now we're gonna take the UnderSense. And I'm going to swipe off as much of the product as I possibly can because I don't really want it to be like clumpy dumpies. Oh no, I only have 10% battery life left. Oh my god, you guys, hold on. Wait, I'm going to die. My battery's going to die. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can figure this out before the battery dies. I didn't realize my battery was so low. Is that okay? I had to drop it down a little bit. Sorry guys. I had to drop it down so I could be able to plug it in. But I plugged it in. So I didn't lose anybody. Okay. Is that alright? I know the angle got a little goofy. Okay. So wiping off as much as I possibly can on the side here. I just want a little bit of the product. You can see it has like a natural tone to it. A little bit of the product on the brush. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Okay. I'm out of frame again. I just realized. Sorry. So you can see how much length I already got out of that, which is like crazy. I'm going to brush it down a little bit. Ooh, we got some lashes. It looks a little silly. It looks like I just snapped out in the snow, but I will be covering this up with the mascara. Okay, I like that a lot. I wasn't a huge fan, I gotta be honest, of our old UnderSense. I found it made the lashes like a little bit crispy, if that's a thing. But this is going on really smooth, and it brushed out like a dream. Ooh, wow! Look at those lashes, you guys. Can you see? That's like, I don't have naturally long lashes. I mean, that's one of my things that I don't have going on are naturally long lashes. So I am super impressed with this so far. Just brushed it out. I don't want any like spider bits in there. So I'm going to let that dry because this does say stroke lashes with UnderSense from base to lash to tip, making sure to coat all lashes. Let set and follow with lash scents to completely cover. So it does say to let it sit first. So I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to pull out my mascara, the classy lady that I am. And then I'm going to do that. I didn't put any UnderSense on my bottom lashes. I typically don't want my bottom lashes to be like too bolder in your face. I like just a little hint of color down there, so I don't typically use UnderSense on my lower lashes. But I know some people do. It's all about personal preferences and what works for you guys. Again, I'm wiping off all the product, and I'm using the regular mascara, which I do have in stock. I do have all of the mascaras in stock, both regular and waterproof in black and black brown. Same with all the iSense formulas. So, big sale this weekend. If you guys need anything, let me know. I'm just taking this black regular, and I'm carefully coating my lashes. Just light amounts, you guys. You don't want to put on, if you're going to build it up slowly. Don't put on too much all at once. You might get that spider leg look thing going on, but wow. I'm pretty impressed with that, you guys. And then I'm just going to do, that's all I do on my lower lashes. Just a little coverage, very, very light. So this is the side with the lash primer on it, and then this is covered again with the lash primer, then the mascara. I really like that. I was super impressed with the LashSense all on its own, but I'm really liking this primer. It does not make your lashes crispy. The old formula definitely had like a crispy effect. This is really, it's dry, but they're still feathery. They don't feel crunchy at all, which I really like. The mascara, warming at first, Katie, that just makes it, I think, apply a lot better. When I first started using this mascara, as well with a lot of mascaras I've used in the past, sometimes you get some clumpiness to it, especially because I'm in Ohio where it's brutally cold out right now. So everything like in my makeup room gets pretty cold overnight. Did I just touch it? No, okay. So warming it up just makes it much more pliable, easy to apply. It's not going to have any clumpies in it. It goes on really, really smooth. So if you're in warmer temperatures, you might not have that problem, but especially for me in the cold, that makes a big difference. So really liking this UnderSense. Oh, I don't think I did my lower lash over here. Did I? I don't even remember. And also making sure you have all of the product off of that brush before you apply it. Like swiping it down really makes a big difference. Do a little second layer. I don't like doing more than like 2 layers of the mascara. I think it can get a little extreme looking, but I think 2 is still really nice, and it adds a lot of length. Now, I got a pretty big cat eye up here, but I definitely have a lot of length. What do you guys think? Do you think that looks good? Let me know. I really like it. I like how smooth it is. That was one thing I was concerned about before it came. Was it going to be kind of like crispy comfy? And it's not. It's very feathery, which I like because you can still get individual lashes done with the mascara over top of that primer without worrying about it like clumping or making your lashes like stick together, or just having them be like not curling, more crunching, if that makes sense. Yes, Kimberly, that's great. Awesome. I'm so glad. I think that worked out pretty well. All right, so I'm just going to throw on a little bit of blush, and I think today I'm actually going to break out terracotta. I haven't worn terracotta in a while, and I love it. A little bit. A little bit of color, a little bit of pop. Oh, that makes me so happy, Kimberly. Like I said, that's like my biggest goal in this world is to be helpful for you guys. So that makes me so happy. Okay, a little bit of blush, a little bit of color. What do you think? I think that was a nice finishing color. Just gave me a little bit of pop. Is the new primer similar to the UnderSense? It's still called UnderSense, but it's the UnderSense 3-in-1 primer now, so the idea is similar, but it's not at all similar to the old formula. The old formula I really just was not a fan of. I didn't recommend it very often to people. I thought it was kind of crispy crunchy on your lashes. It didn't really allow for like a feathery lash, and I'm really impressed with how this just applied. It just went on like super smooth. The Lash Sense went over it really smooth even though it was dried. And I think it added some density, some really nice density to my lashes, especially towards like the base of my lash. So I don't know if you guys can see. Is that a good angle? I don't know. You might have just looked up my nose. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good angle. We'll see later. Do you guys have any other questions? Yeah, if you weren't a fan of it either, give this one a try because it's completely different. It looks, let me see, I think I even have an old one here somewhere. Hold on one second, because I'll show you guys the difference. Yeah. I don't have an individual UnderSense here. I have the old Duo, which I haven't used in a very long time. But this was the old one. It was gray. Where can I swipe this? I guess I can put it on my hand. So it like kind of was like chalky, if that makes sense. This is the old formula, you guys. Be completely aware. This is the old formula. And it was kind of chalky. This is neutral colored and like super silky smooth, which, you know, it's not meant to swatch like that, like on your hand, but you can see the difference. This looks like volcanic ash to me. This just was like chalky, crispy, whatever. And this is like silky smooth, natural color, which I like. It doesn't have this weird gray tone to it. And it's altogether like a much better product. So if you were unhappy with Lash Sense before, you were not alone. Definitely give the new formula a try. I think you'll really like it, for sure. Okay, so that is the full face today. We spent some time together. We had some fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed coming on and hanging out with you guys during the snowstorm. It was a nice distraction while probably 10 inches just dropped outside. I will be posting later this afternoon swatches and like the tube photos of the Girlfriend LipSense like I normally always do. Comparison swatches will most likely be coming tomorrow because it's already getting pretty dark outside, and I like to do those in natural light. So that will be coming, and then I'll also be posting pictures of this look at some point, either today or tomorrow. So stay tuned. Well, lots of fun stuff coming your way. If you guys have any other questions about this look or Girlfriend LipSense or the UnderSense or anything at all, just let me know. I'm here to help anytime, especially because I'm snowed in all weekend, so I'm not going anywhere. I will be shipping all pre-orders of the Girlfriend and the UnderSense out on Tuesday, as well as all the sale orders, because I do, as a reminder, have a big Snowden sale going on this weekend. You can get 10% off all my stock with free shipping. I have the entire line in stock right now, all skincare, all hair care, all the lip colors, all the shadow colors, the blush colors, what you need, girl, because I got it. I can ship everything out, 10% free shipping on Tuesday. So let me know if there's anything I can send your way. Girlfriend LipSense, again, I have a ton of. I can totally send that your way. I don't really have a ton. I have about half of my inventory of it claimed. So let me know what you guys need. And if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you stay warm. Maybe go outside, build a snowman. I don't know. All right, guys, enjoy this wonderful winter craziness. All right, love you.